What's up, enthusiasts? Today we've got a discussion video for the fourth installment of the Situation Room series, and the scenario for this one is definitely interesting. I put you in a situation where you're outnumbered and surrounded by opponents with cover, and the cover you have isn't protected from all angles. So let's see how a few of you would handle this situation. Up first is Bobo Bob, who said, number 1, stay alive. It's really all you've got until reinforcements can get there. Hopefully your respawning teammates are smart or good or lucky enough to each take out an opponent on their way back in. But meanwhile, you've got to cover each other and keep up some chatter about what your opponents are doing. Prioritize targets in case they push simultaneously. The Rapid Madness probably has the least range of the attackers, so you've got an extra second and can afford to get them last. But just that little amount, because if the Rapid Madness does get in range, you're probably both toast. If they do all push at once, you should have already decided who will take out which Rapid Strike first, then you both shift target to the Strife and the Rapid Madness in that order. Otherwise, divide your targets, each covering 2, and hope they push alone. I like Bob's focus on prioritizing targets and communication. You know, I love to push communication between players, and he highlights here exactly why it can be a huge help. Knowing who's targeting which enemy when they all push ups your chances immensely. He also points out that the Rapid Madness has a shortcoming in the range department, so you might have an extra second before needing to tag that player, which could be pivotal during an engagement. Next up, Static Cow has a different take on this scenario. What I recommend you do is run back towards outer cover away from the Rapid Madness, and once behind cover, pick off any enemies running towards you. Next, go counterclockwise around the circle of cover to tag out the Rapid Strike. Use the cover to block his darts and maybe arc your shots to get him behind cover. He won't expect you to do this. The Rapid Madness will likely be easy because you can beat him with your superior range. Now get your teammate to run across to the other side of the circle of cover. Flank both of the enemies and arc your shots to get the enemy to panic and make mistakes. They may run towards removing themselves from cover, so you can easily tag them out. Remember to work as a team and use the cover to your advantage. This is key in beating the other team. And thank you for reading. Thank you to Static Cow for commenting as well. His idea of backing out of cover is something I like and probably how I would approach the situation as well. Doing this allows you to get around the enemy's cover rather than trying to tag them while they have the advantage of that cover. Of course, by doing this you expose the objective, but that's not always a bad thing, as our next commenter explains. Adding to the leaving the objective argument, Nerf is Great said, you and the Rapid Strike person both head towards the cover between the Rapid Madness and the other Rapid Strike. Your Rapid Strike buddy would take on the enemy Rapid Strike. If the enemy has an unmodded blaster, your buddy basically wins that skirmish. You take on the Rapid Madness because a modded or even angled stock Strife has a good chance of outranging the Rapid Madness. With 2 players down and you and your Rapid Strike buddy far away from the point, the other team, the Rapid Strike and Strife, take the point. You and your buddy then wait for your now respawned teammates to join you for a full-on rush of the Rapid Strike and Strife. In conclusion, losing an objective to take out key players is often a worthwhile trade, especially if you have backup coming to retake it. Always pay attention to your teams and the enemy's respawning players, because this can prepare you for an enemy rush or know when to signal your team it is time to rush the objective. This is definitely the most ballsy of our 3 viewer comments today. He's advocating essentially pushing right into the middle of the enemy team to potentially trade some tags out. This easily has the highest risk to reward ratio, and if it works will severely impair the other team. The point he makes also that I really like is that though sometimes you may lose an objective for a short amount of time doing this, taking out important players in the other team so that your team can more easily retake that objective and establish a better defense to hold it is worth it a lot of the time. I feel like that's something that often gets lost on a lot of people who will just stick on a point getting tagged out and losing the point on top of it, rather than evaluating the situation and acting from there. That does it for this discussion. Thank you again to everyone that commented. It's always fun reading all of the comments, and you can expect another one of these in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have fun flinging foam, and I'll see you next time.